what can happen here. You can only get it right. Oh, I'm streaming. It's gonna pull up for me. Boo, there I am. Cool beans. I don't think anybody's watching yet. So I'm just gonna sit on here like a little weirdo. Probably put an image up or something. I think I'm the only one viewing it. Let's see. This is for all of you that are going to see this later. Probably no one's going to join, but it's okay. I'm still excited about Zack Snyder's Justice League. It's the mailman here, guys. No, I've never done a live stream on. I don't think I've done one live stream that was like 5 years ago, but trying to see what people do. People come through. My, I think 65 subscribers I've had for like 5 years. I do other stuff, but I haven't really done much on this channel, but I'm going to change that, guys. Yeah. I am so pumped about this. Anybody here? Let's see. Don't worry, I'm not going to be sad. I don't want y'all to come in here and be like, oh, this poor guy, he was sad. He was waiting on people. It is 8:56 my time right now. I'll give it to about 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, nobody come in. I'm just going to do me, and this is going to be just a live video that people can come check out. So, yeah, buddy. I would play some entertaining music for y'all, but YouTube is so super happy on that copyright stuff, so I don't want to do it. But if you don't know who I am, which I'm sure you don't, I am the mailman, where I do movie reviews, movie reviews, video reviews, any kind of reviews that there is. I do it all. I haven't done it on this channel because I've been so busy with real life work, and talking to a friend, and he was like, man, you really be killing it. You need to just do it. So I'm just going to stick to it, guys. I have to. You know, you got Mortal Kombat coming up, Godzilla coming back, or Godzilla vs. King Kong coming up. So I got to be on it. I got to be on it. I know I'm doing my review kind of late, but, man, if y'all knew my work schedule, yeah, you'd understand how tough it is. So, but, yeah. So, again, this is a spoiler review. If you have not seen the movie, get out. I love you. I'm thankful that you came to watch me, but get out. You don't want to spoil it for yourself. And if someone's seen it and say, oh, it's crap, you don't like it, it's dumb, see it for yourself. I'm the type of person that I want to see it to believe it. There are some things in life, yes, you want to be educated on, you don't want to experience, but I'll get into that in about 2 minutes. It's just me still. Whoever thought I could entertain myself? Like, this goofball. That's all good though, y'all. It is all good. One of the exciting things about YouTube is that anybody can do it, but it takes a certain amount of a certain type of person to stick with it. Because it is a challenge. It is a big challenge, especially if you don't have like the bigger channels or whatnot. But it's not about that. I want to share my point of view, and I'll talk to y'all like I'm talking to my brother or anybody else. Because even if nobody watch it tonight, they're gonna watch it tomorrow. If they don't watch it tomorrow, they gonna watch it the next. They don't watch it the next day, they gonna watch it. Okay, people are gonna watch this. So whether it be now or 5 months from now, which I hope it's not just 5 months from now, people gonna check this out. Is it 9 o'clock yet? Nope. 1 minute. I'm true to my word. 1 minute. Man. See, I do a lot of other live streams for people, but not for myself usually. Are we here yet? Average watch time, 1:47. Man, I like my own stuff. That was a, what was it? A Joss Whedon joke for Justice League. Come on. This is like the longest minute. It's weird. When you're looking at the clock, it takes forever. But when you go about your day or you're racing against the clock, you know, you run out of time unless you're the Flash. Oh, it's 9 o'clock, guys. Welcome to the Mailman Show. Thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate it. I am excited to be doing my first live stream in the last 5 years or so. So thank you guys for joining me. If you're here live, if you're not, thank you for watching this video later. Don't click off. I just got a few things to say. I won't keep you all night long. I am reviewing the movie Zack Snyder's Justice League. And again, this is a spoiler-filled review. I'm sure it's been, 5 days or whatnot. So if you haven't seen it, go see it. Come back and look at this video afterwards. But I'm going to give you a full-fledged review on how I feel, what it means to me, and what it could mean for all of us if we stick together. First off, if you do not know, Zack Snyder lost his daughter. It was a terrible way to lose your child. As being a father, I understand. So he had to step away from the movie. They brought in Joss Whedon. Whedon said, hey, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to destroy this. We're going to destroy that. We're going to have a random family in here that has nothing to do with anything. You're going to have this purple looking weird worm coming in and out the ground that has nothing to do with anything. And we're going to brighten up the colors and boom, there's your Justice League. You got Steppenwolf that's going to look like he's on AIDS. You know, this is what we got. So the fact that these A-list directors were like, hey, you know what we can do? Instead of have the Flash reverse time, hold up. Why don't we have him save this family that we're going to get probably the last 25 minutes of the movie that has nothing to do with anything, and he's going to push their truck. I mean, saving time, everybody getting obliterated and you know, eviscerated. Evaporators was the word I'm looking for. No, that's too much. We need him to save a family. We need Superman to save a random apartment complex and fly it through the air. That's his hero mission. In the middle of a battle, you have Superman saving a building full of people whenever the entire universe is at risk. No, thank you, Joss Whedon. Now, don't get me wrong. I like Joss Whedon. He did Buffy the Vampire Slayer and the first two Avengers. I think the regular Avenger and Age of Ultron. So I like him. But don't send a Marvel guy to a DC movie. That's sabotage. And if you haven't seen Justice League, Zack Snyder's Justice League, and you watch it, you'll see that it was, to me, it was sabotage. I have no proof on this. I'm just saying, your two Avenger movies, you knock out the park. DC, you knock in the ground. And then people are ready to give up. And Zack Snyder said that he wanted to release it. That was his passion. And we have a lot of people rally around him and, you know, hashtag Snyder Cut, Snyder Cut, Snyder Cut. And 4 or 5 years later, here we are. We have the Snyder Cut, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, it is a masterpiece. Now, before people start saying, well, I didn't like this, you can nitpick. You can nitpick any movie. I can nitpick, you know, like for Marvel fans. I can nitpick. Their biggest enemy was really Loki. Yes, it was Thanos eventually, but it was Loki, Thor's brother, who got put into some shackles by the end of the movie. Then you had Tony Stark's robot that wanted to conquer the world. So if you really want to get basic with stuff, yes, you can get basic. But the fact is that Zack Snyder's vision has come to life, and I ain't gonna lie, I did cry a little bit during the movie because as a grown man, it's like being a kid, and you want to experience, you know, that movie that makes you feel good. It's like living in the cartoons like you used to, and I'm like, wow, are you kidding me? And the fact that he just, it's like I got to talk to Zack Snyder and be like, hey man, this is what I want in the movie, and he did it. I mean, it was great. From the score, the music, the soundtrack, everything was 5 levels up from when Marvel did it, or Joss Whedon, excuse me. Marvel didn't do it, but it was 5 levels up. The character development, the coloring. I do a lot of coloring myself. The coloring of the color grade of the video rather, and then the angles and the backstory. You got to know who these characters were, and you cared. Ray Fisher, which is Cyborg. I see why he was mad. I would have been mad. You're telling me that I shoot this movie and it's all pretty much circled around me, and then you bring in some director that says, you know what, your part doesn't matter. You change. The director changed the whole narrative of the movie, from the father having given his life up for a sacrifice. All that's gone. Why? Because we need to chop it down. Yes, Warner Brothers wanted to make it only 2 hours, whatever, yada yada yada. We get that, but you're gonna really just create your own movie, and then none of it has any merit. And to see what Zack Snyder was trying to do, and you just kind of poo-poo on that, that is not cool, guys. That is not cool. Yo, what's up, man? Oh my gosh, I got one person here that likes me. I'm gonna say what's up. Jean-Pierre Salazar. Wow. Did you watch Justice League? Zack Snyder's Justice League. Tell me. I gotta know. It was awesome. I know you're an Avengers fan and Marvel fan. I don't know how you feel about Superman and everything, but I gotta know. I was actually gonna call you. But yeah, guys, it was just a movie that captivated you, like from the beginning. When Superman, well, let's see. Okay, he saw it. I didn't want to say anything if he didn't see. Yes, when Superman opened up, yes, way better than the other one, man. Way better. I mean, like, it was 2 different movies, and everybody shined. I'm telling you. Tell me, JP, how is it in the world that Joss Whedon, the Avengers guru, whatever you want to call him, why would you put a family, a random Russian family that had nothing to do with the story, and have Flash save them instead of save the world or the universe? How much sense does that make? Sorry, guys, I'm looking at my computer screen, so. But how does that make that much sense? So if you haven't seen it, again, guys, go check it out. But what happens is Cyborg has the mother boxes, and he's pretty much out of time. Barry gets shot by one of the parademons with their guns, so he can't run. So he's like, oh, come on, Barry, here, little Barry, come on. And he's trying everything he can. He's trying to will himself pretty much. And he's supposed to push Cyborg to give Cyborg a shot to kill the mother boxes or to absorb them. Well, as he's trying to pull them, he's like, Barry, come on. Barry can't come. And before you know it, which I don't even understand how this happened, but there was a nuclear blast that took out everyone. Wonder Woman, who is a daughter of the gods, which, she could survive any explosion. And then Superman, Cyborg and Aquaman, sure, I can see them blowing up. But Wonder Woman, but then Superman, and I mean, they are eviscerated. I mean, like, gone. Like, there's nothing there for a funeral. And there's this part, and I can't show the videos on here because I do not want to get taken down or copyright strikes or whatever. But guys, it's on HBO Max. Get it. It's basically free. I'm sure that there's other ways to look, but he puts his hand up. He's like, no. And then the theme song, I'm telling you, it's so beautiful. It's like I don't know how to put it. It's like a symphony. It's like an ocean, the best ocean you could think of. Just it's just, sorry, I know it's kind of crazy, but it was just crazy, man. You are not lying, man. Sequel would be awesome. I'll tell you something about that. So from the reports that I've been getting and I've been seeing, they're talking about WB, Warner Brothers, that is, for people that don't know. They're saying that it was a one-off. We're happy that Zack got it. We're happy that people love it. But because we're going in a different direction, there will not be a sequel. But even though they said that, they also said that there was not a Snyder Cut too. I hope it's not 5 years later, but come on. I promise you, if they don't give Zack Snyder a sequel or a threequel or whatever you want to call it, or a quadrille, I will boycott the other movies. I don't want to see. Here's the thing, and this is where they're messing up. They're gonna do a black Superman, which would be Michael B. Jordan. Which, hey, I love Michael B. Jordan, Killmonger, and Creed. I love him, but I don't care about the race. I care about the character. I fell in love with the character. Have you ever seen a movie that was so good and then part 2 had a different character? It was like, I'm trying to think of if anything right offhand, but or even TV shows where you see like there's a main character and then they switch to another character. It has the same name, but it's just a different person. You're like, hey, I can't connect with you. Like, what happened? You know, it's the same. No, it's not the same person, you know, or they kill a person off and then bring in a new character. You're like, what? So these people had chemistry. People gave Ben Affleck so much crap. He was awesome. People gave Gal Gadot, JP, if you remember me, you would talk about this. Gal Gadot, they said she is not a good Wonder Woman. She would not be a good Wonder Woman. She's, you know, trash. She didn't have the body of Wonder Woman. How are you going to give it to her? She was good for Fast and Furious. She's just a model. She doesn't know. She can't act. And I love Wonder Woman. She is perfect. I can't see anybody else. Now, I'm sure there's other actors that could play, but because I've fallen in love with Diana Prince, I can't see no one like that, or no one taking her place. I fall in love with Arthur Curry, even Aquaman. He is, bro. I saw the first one, and you know he's okay. He was like a dude, and then Aquaman made me like him. But then in this, how he is, I'm like, dang, this is cool. And then Ezra Miller, I was so mad when they cast him. I'm like, why didn't they get Grant? Why didn't they get Grant, which is from the TV series? And now, seeing him in this, I'm like, I'm good with them having a multiverse, with there being one Flash on TV and one Flash in the movies. That makes the most sense. I'm like, this dude is awesome. And the jokes in the movie, guys, landed so well. It wasn't forced. It didn't feel like, oh, be funny, like Brunch. I know a lot of people talked about it, but that's like one of the main jokes. What is Brunch? Brunch is just an hour. Like, come on, man. Stop, Joss. Stop it. But the fact that he, excuse me, the fact that he just killed that role, guys, I'm just floored by it. I love the movie. It was incredible. It was fun. I haven't talked to anybody that have not liked it. And sorry, guys, if you hear stuff in the background, it's actually raining here. So if you hear some background noise, that's what it is. For those of you that will be watching this later, since I think I only have one person watching, or myself probably. But another thing that I liked about the movie was, let's see, Superman. The black suit. Now, I know a lot of people are like, why didn't they talk about the black suit? If you're a comic book fan, which is what Zack made it for. First off, Zack made this movie for the people. I'm sorry, but I don't want to hear Hollywood or Warner Brothers or Paramount, Universal Studio, whoever. Who are you making the movies for? I looked on Rotten Tomatoes, and from what I look at, I see, and somebody quote me if I'm wrong on this, it's fine. I see where 244 people review a movie, and it'll be like a 54% or 44% or whatever. And that's the critics. Then I see 250,000 audience people like it, and it's 97%. And they say, oh, that's still a bad movie. So you're telling me 244 people that's probably never created a movie, and that's a critic, literally, to nitpick movies, those opinions matter than the people that are actually paying for it? Because most of the critics that go to these movies are only getting are not paying for the movies. They get press screenings where they can go and judge the movie. It's their duty to judge the movie, to get it out, to say yay or nay, to say I like this, I like that. Not give it away, but just to make certain points that they like it or they don't. But the people that pay for it, that are gonna pay for it once, watch it again, buy it on DVD, buy it on Ultra Blu-ray, buy it on behind the scenes, extra scene, different renditions of it. All these people that are going to buy it, you're like, I don't care. It's about the critics, pretty much, is what it seems like. And I just don't understand that for the love of me. But with the black suit, what he did with Superman, and if you're a comic book fan, you would know this. The black suit absorbs the heat. It's a Kryptonian suit that heals Superman. And after the death of Superman in the comics, that's the suit that he wore. It helped him heal because his body was in dormant, so it was regenerating pretty much is the way it was. So the fact that a lot of people or critics I saw on Rotten Tomatoes specifically, they're just saying, well, he should have explained that. But then those same critics were saying this movie was twice as long and twice as bad. You know, and it's like because he's going into too much explanation of this. So the man he wanted to do, I think, 5 movies. So the man had 2 hours. They wanted the man to have 2 hours to explain all this. Now, mind you, the Avengers, because that's what they compare everything to, the Avengers had, I think it was 22 movies to get everybody into the Avengers. But then DC only had 2. Yes, I said I'm a DC fan. I like Marvel too, but DC is where my home is. Superman is my favorite hero of all time. Sorry. I don't care what you say. But we had pretty much 2.5, 3 movies to get this done with Wonder Woman and everything else. And people are mad because he's giving story. What happened to the art of the movies? Explaining stuff. Do you not remember the 10 Commandments? Do you not remember Titanic? That was one of the first long ones. Avatar. And then, of course, the Avengers. 22 movies. If each of them are 2 hours, come on now. That's 44 hours. I mean, come on. But anytime DC does it, it's Zack Snyder just being Zack Snyder. He just want to take over. I've seen 300. I've seen The Watchmen. And they all have stories. Now, the only movie I do not like, and maybe I just didn't get it. It wasn't my cup of tea, was Sucker Punch. I just did not like. It didn't do nothing for me. But Zack Snyder's other movies, they hit right on point because they tell a story. Zack Snyder is an artist. I've seen many people. If you ever been to an art gallery, you'll see a picture that looks like somebody puked on it. And they say, oh, that is art. And I don't see it. But the people that understand like the different strokes he took, the colors he used, the infractions he used this pressure, he did this. They understand what the artist was trying to do. So we as the fans, as comic book fans, not just Zack Snyder, but comic book fans that appreciate the storytelling of movies, not just everybody getting beat up. We appreciated that. We are the people that's like, okay, we know what this director did, especially since we saw the first one that was total trash compared to this one. I mean, you had so much that they took out. It changed everything in the movie. Ray Fisher was not the cyborg we know. He was just a dude with metal, and he could do cool stuff, I think. The father was a father that wasn't there for him, but tried to save him. And that's it, I think. Then you had Steppenwolf that, mother, I just want to do this for you, mother. And then for Darkseid. I'm like, I thought Darkseid was the big bad, but the whole story in the end, or in the beginning, was all about what Steppenwolf did. Now it makes sense that they replaced it with Darkseid, or that they took Darkseid's story and gave it to Steppenwolf. It don't make sense. It's very, I don't get that. That's a decision that I wouldn't have made. And I'm not a movie producer. I understand movie and talent and art, but some of these decisions that these big wigs that make millions of dollars, like it's like a job where a designer or a engineer will say, hey, this will work good in the technical field. No, I've never done that. But I read a book. And that's what I believe works. Like, listen to your people. Warner Brothers, I can almost promise you will not see this, but somebody that is somebody, if you see this that knows Warner Brothers, I'm asking you, listen to the people. I know it'll probably fall on dead ears, but listen to the people. People want a sequel. Zack Snyder, I'm not saying that he wouldn't do it, but right now he's saying, well, no, I'm not going to. Money talks, and obviously people talk. So Zack Snyder, if you ever hear this, if you're ever listening, give us another sequel. Warner Brothers, if you're smart, let him do another sequel. And do not bring an enemy in. Nothing against Joss Whedon, but don't bring a director for another competitive movie. If you brought somebody, which I'll just say from Godzilla, whatever, but you're gonna bring somebody from the Avengers? I mean, come on. You are not lying, my friend. Yes, that is the one thing I do not like. Lex Luthor. I agree everything about Wonder Woman. I did not like her body. I was just like, I don't know. I don't know what people have to give. You know, Henry Cavill. I didn't know. I'm like, why didn't they use Brandon Routh? You know, I wanted them to use Christian Bale. Why are they using Ben Affleck? He messed up in Daredevil. So I was wrong. And then Lex Luthor, okay, Michael Rosenbaum from Smallville. That would have been the best choice. I'm sorry. Nothing against Jesse Eisenberg. He did so good in the Social Experiment and in Now You See Me. Both of them. I liked them. Lex Luthor, I just can't dig it. You know what I mean? And yes, the black suit was amazing. I'm telling you, JP, what I'm doing is I am going to buy a black suit Superman, authentic. And no, it's not going to be the actual suit because I don't have the $200,000 or whatever. But I am going to get an adult size, as much authenticity that I can suit of Superman. I have to. It was so bad, and the way he got Steppenwolf, he was like, hit him on the shoulder. Not impressed. Bro, Superman looked like a beast. Like, what was Joss Whedon thinking? Superman looked like a beast. And then, like I said, now we know in the comics, Superman can reverse time, because me and my brother were talking about this. Superman can reverse time. And we're like, why didn't Superman fly out of there and stuff? Yes, the Flash would be faster because of the Speed Force and all that stuff. But Superman, he gets mad. He can do all the fun stuff and whatnot. I know this. I don't know Zack Snyder, but I'll tell you this. As a director's mind, they wanted everybody to shine. The Flash was trash last time. He was goofy. He was dumb. In this movie, he's funny, but at the right times, and he was a hero. He saved the Justice League and the universe. So, as like, if you ask me personally, what I wanted to see, the kid in me would have been Superman fly out. Barry's hurt. Superman's like, hey, let's do this together. That would have been phenomenal to me. However, the way they did it, I understand it, because Superman, he's ultimate, strong, beating down Steppenwolf, not a chance. Steppenwolf have no chance. Then, didn't he? Yes, he did. That was Superman 1978. Lois Lane died of an earthquake in California, and he was like, and he went that way, and he got so mad, and his father said, it is forbidden for you to interfere. And he flew around space, and he spun the earth backwards, which I don't know if technically that would work, but, you know, for the 1978, it worked. But he spent the earth backwards to bring her back to life. So he does have that capability. Like I said, though, in this movie, they wanted to make sure that everybody shine. You had Aquaman, he shined where he needed to. You had Cyborg, he shined where he needed to. Batman, he was the brains of the operation, but he still shined where he needed to. Of course, Superman, and then the Flash. I'm telling you, man, I got that. I downloaded that music with it because it's so beautiful. To me, that's on the level of John Williams, Star Wars, Indiana Jones. Those tracks that just get you, you know. So, like, I like the TV series Flash opening, but that right there is just, and everybody that I see on comments, they be loving it. They're like, oh man, I gotta see this. Oh, I gotta see this. It was one of the best things, and I am so proud that in my lifetime I got to see this, because, you know, they could have said this is what could have been, and it could have been a Hollywood true story 15 years from now, and they're like, man, we wish they could do it, and then they look like the Undertaker and Goldberg trying to wrestle, you know, or Sting, and, you know, after everybody's prime. So I'm glad it was still done, and that's the thing. All the actors are willing to come back and do it, and for whatever reason, they don't want to do it, or Warner Brothers. Man, I'm going to tell you this. Well, okay, that's a good question that you asked, because if you with the ending with the Joker that ending of that post world of Darkseid, Deathstroke and Batman are actually, I don't want to say friends, but teammates. They're on the same side. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, pretty much is where it is. And of course, in this DC universe, secrets are terrible. Everybody know Clark Kent is Superman. Everybody know Diana is Wonder Woman, and everybody know that Batman is Bruce Wayne is Batman. You know, whatever. You know, that's unique. But hey, it's a different toll because in this day and age, you couldn't put on glasses and say, "Oh, I'm Mel. I'm Super Mel." You know, you can't do that. But I really think that it's gonna be lit. I think that what he's gonna end up doing, because here's the thing. What most villains do, and you saw this in Christopher Nolan's Batman when Ra's al Ghul knew that Bruce Wayne was Batman. He might do certain things to scare him, but I don't think he's going to reveal his identity because criminals like to have power over you. They like to use that weapon, or the bad guys. So I don't see him outing him, but I do see him using it against him, or he could, somebody that he loves. Like the Joker did. Like he was talking about Robin. That right there was deep, man. He's like some mother, a father, an adopted son. And people hated Jared Leto, Hey, everybody do their Joker. That's what I like. Heath Ledger, people say, oh, he's going to be trash. Great. Jack Nicholson. Oh, no, he's not great. Then you have Jared Leto. He doing his own thing. The problem is, man, what a lot of people do is they look at what the previous. I was guilty of that. When there was Christopher Reeve, I didn't want another Superman. When there was Dean Cain, I didn't want another Smallville. Everybody I didn't want. The only person to me to date that I know that I did not want, that we should have used somebody from the old, was Lex Luthor. Jesse Eisenberg, flip him out. Put in Michael Rosenbaum. To me, he was the best Lex Luthor. He was smart with his mouth, sharp with his mind. He just, seriously, the dude was deadly. I loved it. But, they went in another way. Yeah, he is trash. And I think he knows that. Like, I think all the cast are okay with coming back except him. I think he's like, yeah, I think I'm just going to stay back a little bit. Because, yeah, I just didn't see the point of him. And to me, he just reminds me of Mark Zuckerberg in The Social Network. That's what he seems like. And I just didn't like him. I didn't like him with the long hair. I didn't like him with the short hair. I don't like him for this movie. So if people want to know what did I not like about the movie, Jesse Eisenberg I could have did without. Some people say it was too long. There are some things they could have cut out, like the singing. That could have been long if you want to nitpick at that. The scenery, like whenever they're opening, I've heard a lot of people say when they're opening and Batman's going across the mountain. I've seen more than on my hand that I can count movies where they've had like a 10-minute opening. So it's nothing. I ain't even tripping. Like that opening was better than anything. And then the biggest thing is that Superman didn't have to have his mustache CGI animated out. Like he looked like a normal face. He didn't look like this freaking, I don't know, jigsaw doll or whatever. And I'm telling you, that opening was sick. And that yell, and it went through the universe, or the world actually, and woke up the mother boxes. And then Steppenwolf was a beast, man. Did you? Whew, I'll tell you this: the Steppenwolf that I saw looked like a granny. Like I just thought of a grandma when I saw him. Oh mother! This Steppenwolf, all beefed up and stuff, man, that looked like a bad dude. To me, I know Darkseid would be Thanos' nemesis. They would, be the battlers, but I really think that Steppenwolf would give Thanos a run for his money better than the Hulk did. And that's the thing. Yes, on that, people want to nitpick. I didn't like that Professor Hulk stayed Professor Hulk and he never got Thanos. That I did not like. whatever. I get it, but I'm just saying you can nitpick anything. Like, to me, I did love the Avengers Endgame, but I think Infinity War was better. Yes, Cyborg, completely different story. And it made me fall in love with the character. If you've noticed, JP, on the comics and all the TV shows, Cyborg was really just a booyah, that's it. He just, booyah, I'm Cyborg. But he didn't have no personality. This brought him character. And you felt for him because he was a football player. He wanted his dad there. And that was the last time he was alive. And then he became that. But also what I like about is the tape recorder, how his dad set it out for him to tell him how special he is. The fact that Joss Whedon took that out, he's telling you how special you are, the things you can do. When he did the lady with the ATM, now I know you and me would like that. Go ahead and give me, $100,000 in my bank account. I'm good with that. And they just took that out like nothing. Then the powers that he had and all the machine and the everything, even the fight scene was better when Superman came back to life. The fight scene was better. It was so funny. I couldn't stop laughing because Flash is moving and everything, but then whenever they're trying to protect Batman and Aquaman comes, Superman throws him away. Flash is coming, and Superman just stepped to the side. So you know what I'm saying? Like, Superman's like, I see you, and then that whole eye thing when he's doing, like, man, I'm telling you, that was just a good movie. If we would have saw that in the theater, man, like, I know that the 4-hour movie couldn't be in there, but I could say it could be easily a 3-hour movie. You take out some of the singing, you take out some of the helicopter ride, then that ending, that was post-credit scenes. That's all that was. So that's why it was so long, because it was post-credit scenes. The Martian Man, all that, post-credit. Man, I think you hit me. Yes. That is beautiful, man. Yes, that story. And then the way he saved Iris West. And I haven't seen the show do this, but when his shoes burned up, man, I was like, whoa, this is for real. Yeah, man, it's a totally different movie. I'm going to tell you, I've watched it 3 times. I know that's a lot of time. I got time I can, maneuver, but I watched it 3 times because it was that good. The Justice League that came out in 2017, and you know me better than anybody, I am a huge Superman fan. I watched it once. Well, no, I take that back. I watched it the other day before I watched this one. But it's just, yeah. You didn't know that was Iris West? Think about it. Iris West. Yep. Looking like a Barbie doll. Yeah. So, I know Warner Brothers saying no right now, but man, I really think that they're going to change their minds. They have to. If they want money. Because here's the thing. I'm going to say this right now. And if I'm the guy that stars this, man, I'm going to be a legend for infamy. I want to do a boycott. If they do not restore the SNYDER'S, let's boycott all DC movies. No, all Warner Brother movies. Yeah, she was. You're not lying. And that's what I like too, is that, she was very, very beautiful, and, it's better than I ain't gonna say that, but I'm just saying she's gorgeous, and I love that. Wonder Woman, gorgeous. You know what I'm saying? So they just had everybody. And then the Amazons, you saw that? The Amazons were warriors. Sorry if y'all hate my singing, but I'm just in it. It was bad, dude. And those women, when they were holding up the rocks, bro, I got to get on their ab plan. Like, their abs had abs that hurt me. I was like, gosh, they work out 25 hours a day. They were just bad. Man, this is fun. Oh, man, that was a fun movie. I'm saying it right now. If they're gonna not do a Snyderverse because of their pride, because that's all there is with Warner Brothers, it's their pride. We were wrong because they're the ones. Like, here's the thing: I blame Joss Whedon about 52%, and the other 48% I'm gonna throw at DC. No, we're gonna go low: 30% Joss Whedon and 70% Warner Brothers. Because Warner Brothers, like, we want to cut low, and they tried to compete with the Avengers. And me and you talked about this. You can't try to compete with the Avengers. Not that your movie's not good, but they did it over 10 years. So you can't try to do, okay, we're going to do like them. Because two reasons why you can't do that. One, if you do exactly like the Avengers, people are going to say you're doing exactly like the Avengers. And then the other thing is, when you try to rush it and say, hey, the Avengers did this, let's do this. We didn't get 1.5 billion. Why? Because we had a trash movie? Why? Because we tried to do it in 2 hours? Why? You know, you got those endless stupid questions. This is what happens. This is what happens when you got the big wigs that don't produce movies, that don't have visions. Yes, they have the resources to let you do your vision, but they don't have the vision themselves. This is what you get when people step in that need to step back and just say, you know, we're going to have to trust this guy. We got too much invested, because they ended up giving him $70 million anyway. So, hello. Like, that's stupid. But whatever, I digress. But overall, guys, it was a great movie. JP, let's see. All Blacks. Yes, Marvel did do all backstories. They built up to that, and then it was the big reveal. The Thanos, or first it was Loki, possibly Thanos. Then it was Ultron, no mention of Thanos. Then it was Thanos is gonna come. Then it was Thanos here, he snapped everybody away or whatnot. So it was all build up. And what Zack Snyder wanted to do, he wanted to start backwards. Not to compete with the Avengers, but he wanted it to be where I'm starting big and then we'll spread out. Because then now you got more places that you can go. But Warner Bros. Is like, well, no, we're not doing like Iron Man. Well, we're not Iron Man. We're DC. Well, we're not doing like Thor. We're not Thor. We're DC. And that was the problem. And when you compare, compete, complain, compromise, this is what happens. We want to be like Marvel. We're not like stop. Be WB. Think about it. Warner Brothers has always been successful on TV and cartoons. Movies, they get good. Like Superman in 1978, and then the second Superman, I think it was in 1980. That one was good. Then when they started having them put in their hands, and we think this should be, it went to trash. Michael Keaton's Batman. You had one great director, Tim Burton, and then they wanted to change it up. Now, crap. Yeah, George Clooney. Oh, man. I don't even want to talk about that. That was just a terrible Batman. Then you had, what else? Christopher Nolan's Batman, which was just awesome. He did great, and I love that trilogy. They did well. I think it would have been more if Heath Ledger not died, but that was awesome. So that was the only one I think they let go, but Christopher Nolan seems like he was like, listen, guys, let me do it myself. So I think that they just like, nah, we ain't gonna mess with that. And then Man of Steel. Here's the thing, JP. You're crazy. Here's the thing. A lot of people, what they're saying now, people that watch Man of Steel today, they're saying it's a great movie. What it was is Zack Snyder started early with the way he did movies, and people weren't ready for it because that was 2013. Now people are wanting movies like that, and Zack Snyder's like, this is what I've done. And they're like, no, you did Man of Steel. Why don't you do it like that? I did it and no one liked it. A lot of people didn't like it. Hardcore Superman and hero fans like it, and people that understand the momentum, they like it. But these Me Too cancel culture type people, they don't like stuff. And that's where Warner Bros. Is. We want to appease people. Like, I don't know if you heard this before you got on, but you tell me, how much sense does it make that 245 people, critics from Rotten Tomatoes, can say, hey, a movie's good or bad, and the studios look at them, and people look at them and say, hey, man, well, those 244 people say it's bad, so it might be bad. and then you get 125,000 people or 200,000 people that watch it. Yes, he did sign up for a sequel, but Warner Brothers can pull contracts. Like, there's so many fine lines they can say for certain reasons if movies. So in some of the contracts, the way they have it, it's a clause that if a movie does not perform well and the project has to be abandoned, they can't sue. They can terminate it due to not making money or not meeting the quota. So if they say Man of Steel should make $750 to $2 billion or something like that, and it comes underneath that, that's that umbrella. They can actually go in and change that and avoid that contract out, which is trash. Like I said, I think he's a great Man of Steel. To me, he's better than Brandon Routh. Nothing against Brandon Routh, but he's his own, and I like him. I even like Lois Lane. I like Martian Manhunter. I like everybody. And that's what Warner Brother does. If you think about it, they get you to fall in love with characters. Oh, well, we don't like it. We're going to change everything. So they're going to blow it up. Their main reason, like now, they're saying they're going to go a whole different direction with the DC universe. I'm going to tell you this right now. If they go the direction of Joss Whedon, I'm out. I won't watch another Superman or anything. Yeah, he was too skinny. Like, he was a booger. I'll just give it that. He's a booger. Superman, if you look at Christopher Reeve, when Christopher Reeve got the part for Superman, you know, he was 175 pounds. And by the time the movie came to shoot, he got up to 230 because he changed his diet. If you look at early pictures of Henry Cavill, he was not like this. But because of Superman, he beefed up and got right. I'm just saying, when you got a part like that and you want to embody that person, you're going to do what's necessary. Unfortunately, that doesn't mean nothing to Warner Brothers. They want to bring someone else. And like I said, I have nothing against Black Superman. Hello. But I think they're messing up the continuity of it, especially if they say, okay, so people like The Flash, we're going to go ahead and keep him because he hasn't had a movie. Then we're going to keep Aquaman because people like that movie. Then, of course, we're going to keep Wonder Woman. But we're going to change Batman to a vampire, Robert Pattinson, which nothing against him. It looks good, but I'm just saying we're going to change Batman, and then we're going to bring in Superman. Now, what they're trying to say is that we can do it in a multiverse. So if we ever want to go back to the Snyderverse, we can bring everybody back. I'm like, nah, bruh, don't do that. Stop. It's ridiculous, man. It makes no sense. I just wish people would leave stuff alone. Just let it be. I understand you got money invested. Here's the thing. If the Snyder Cut went flop, okay, we have nothing to say. Go any direction you want, recast. But the fact that people love it this much and people are going crazy over it and it's been streaming. You're not lying. He was a good Killmonger, but he was terrible in Fantastic Four. You ain't lying. And that's the thing. Like, I'm not like I said, I hope people take race out of it. I just don't think of him as a good Superman, you know? And I don't want to sound racist when I say this, but Steel maybe. And it's only because Steel was a black guy that embodied it and is different because he's built differently. But for Superman, I don't care what color he is. It's just Michael B. Jordan, to me, the main Superman, just wouldn't fit. I don't know. Shoot. Back in the day, I wouldn't mind if Will Smith was Superman. He would fit it. I know he's kind of goofy, but after seeing Hancock and how that worked, besides the drinking and the crazy stuff, he may be able to fit it. But I just think the fact that people are doing so good with this movie and HBO Max is loving it. HBO, yeah, he could be. Well, that other dude they got for Blade, and he looks just like Wesley Snipes. He looks like a discount Wesley Snipes. So I think he'll work out. But HBO Max is loving it. And, you know, I hope Godzilla, Mortal Kombat, and all these other movies do good, you know? Because here's the thing. If HBO gets enough money and they can buy the rights, this is something else I was reading and a thought. If HBO can get enough money and they can get the rights to make a Zack Snyder universe, I'm just saying, Warner Brothers could be on the outside looking in. You hear, Warner Brothers? I'm just saying, guys, stop having your CEO meetings and just let the people talk. Just stay in your lane. Mortal Kombat, man, I can't wait. Mortal Kombat, King Kong versus Godzilla, man, it's gonna be great, and I'm gonna review those too. It's just, I'm glad that we got movies back. It was touch and go for a little bit, but the fact that they found a way and to stream it and stuff, and it's smart the way they're doing it. It works out, so I have no problem with that. None whatsoever. Well, it is dinner time for me. I gotta get out, but I'm gonna hit you up in a little bit. So be by your phone. Thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate you guys for watching me. Please subscribe to the channel. Leave comments. Let me know what you guys want to see, what you want more. Yes, Mortal Kombat trailer reaction. Man, I had some issues going on. I was busy. My hard drive blew up too. So yeah, I had to get some more computers and stuff, man. It was terrible. But you will get the movie reaction for sure. The movie reaction I will do. That and Godzilla, Batman, Fast 9, whatever other movies are coming out. You will get my reaction. You have my word. Y'all have my word too. Thank you guys for joining me. And until next time, keep it real. Love you all. Thank you.